Yeah, you have more fun, I think, in a cult. Like if you're like just not if you're just there to vibe, you're gonna have fun.
That is, listen, you're talking about a cult. Who the fuck goes into a cult just to vibe?
So I mean I would, like, just to vibe. Yeah, all right. Be away from
just to see what's happening.
Vacation in a cult compound.
I mean, after I found out that
What do you mean
interesting? Scientology church in Toronto, I ended up taking their like fucking personality test because I wanted to see what they would say about me.
Brown's promotional videos are over
What do the Scientologists think of me?
Your mother doesn't approve of my work.
I almost did the L. Ron Hubbard scholarship.
And apparently
11 to 12 hair salon, 12 to 12:20
like
lunch at Sumo counter.
Those little aliens that they call that they think
with
like flow through your veins and shit.
What was that?
Oh yeah.
You know your mother's problems.
Xena's gonna blow me up
with
with
hydrogen
hydrogen
again,
bombs.
it could mean demerits for the whole family. There she is, polishing the statue
almost
in the
did.
park.
That was like so
Just
fucking
like
weird.
the
For like a
schedule
solid week, they
dictates.
would not
Then
stop
everything's
contacting me,
fine.
and I was like kind of unsettled. Because
How
I was
was
like,
she when
this
you
is a
spoke to her?
joke, you
Lucid?
guys.
They
Sober?
want
Shut
you.
the fuck up, leave me alone.
They want you. I almost did the L.
I
Ron.
took their online test once because I was super drunk that day, and like my friends and I were like, this will be funny, and then they wouldn't stop contacting me.
Oh.
So like the moral of the story is don't even like engage with a cult.
Okay, so at my school, I did my last 2 years of high school at a community college, and there were these flyers for this like home church thing, but it was a cult. Like it was pretty culty, and there were a whole like on the back of the cards were like a whole bunch of reasons why people would go to hell, basically. And so
oh god,
we did some digging on the cult and found the and we called the number on the card using my phone because nobody else wanted that on their record and on like their phone history. It's like, fine, I'll just do it on my phone. And I went to voicemail first, like, okay, I'm not even gonna leave a message, whatever. But then they called back and I got so scared.
Cults are just they're so unsettling. Just like even like if I had accidentally like misdialed someone and they hung up and they called me back, I wouldn't think of anything of it. But like just because it was a cult, I would be so scared.
What are you getting
I think
at?
this whole
Jeez,
valley's
I'm not
kind
gonna
of like
rat
a
my
cult.
own mom, even if she
I mean,
is.
what is
Don't know for sure
what
that
is
your
an
mother
authoritarian
relapsed into her old
regime
ways, but
if
she's
not
been
just
acting
a
very
giant
odd
cult?
lately, almost as if she didn't
What
like
if the
my
state
constant
religion of Hill
supervision.
Valley is Scientology?
Confidentially, I suspect she's got a
You know
flask
what?
hidden somewhere.
That is
Bury
a hot
the
take I
spot
didn't
where
know I
she's working
needed.
Right now, do me a favor, son, will you?
Like they
See if you
seem
can
very
worm the truth out of
Scientology.
her.
Like they
She
have the
won't
vibe.
confide in me, but she
They haven't
may
said
be
anything just like
less guarded with you.
inherently
Double rations this
Scientological, but
week
they
if you
have
help
the
your
vibe.
old
If
man
you get
out.
my
What do you
meaning.
say?
Edna,
That's a good boy.
A where
Okay, Dad,
everything is
we
the
need
same,
to
but
talk.
Edna started the Church of Scientology.
She would. She would.
What were
she
you
would.
hiding when I came in just now? Hiding?
And that is L. Ron
I
Hubbard.
don't know what you're talking about, son.
She's L. Ron
Come on, I
Hubbardkin.
saw it. It was a videotape, right?
Oh god. Every
I
time
might
that
as
someone
well
says
tell
kid,
you.
my fight or flight
After
response
all,
gets
you'll be
activated.
18 soon.
Tell me what?
Hill Valley under Citizen Brown.
I mean,
It's
my
not
middle name
quite
is
the
Martin. What
contented
am I
town you
if
were
not
led to believe
Martykin?
it was.
Exactly. Like, sometimes you just gotta be Marty
I don't
Kid.
believe it.
This isn't a criticism of the great man himself, of course, or his sainted wife, Edna. No one's worked harder than they to
I love
apply
how,
the most
like,
advanced
the
social
story is just
planning
going on and we're just talking
techniques
about
to our municipality.
Scientology.
But,
What?
confidentially, not
State- we
everybody
said that Hill Valley
appreciates
State
it. A
religion
great
is
many
Scientology,
citizens,
so we got
perhaps
away
even the
with it.
majority, actively
Yeah, it
resent
counts. It checks
the
out.
Brown administration. They don't say so publicly, of course, but in private, well,
I wonder what the rest of the
just listen.
world, or the rest of the country, thinks of Hill Valley.
It's just normal.
Because like, it's just here that it's happening. Everywhere else is
Oh wait, I
fine.
can say something about that. Because like there's an achievement called Hill Valley Tourist where you go around and just like get every single like little tourist board, and you listen to
how
all of
you
them
get
like
the idea.
all the way through.
Sounds like people
And
can't stand what the Browns
It's
have
so
done to Hill
tedious
Valley.
and it's so
Oh,
boring
not
most of the
everyone.
time, but
Only
like there is one
around
that talks about how
50%,
like
maybe
the rest of the
60.
country is
There's
just
Citizen
normal and
Brown
this is
now?
just Hill
You
Valley.
should. Whenever I send copies of my raw footage to the
man.
public relations department over
Yeah,
at the courthouse,
I don't even
get a memo telling
listen
me
to
how
the
much Citizen
tourist
Brown
things.
thanks me for
I was
my
just like,
service.
I went to
How
Zoom.
could he see those videos and not do anything about it?
Maybe you should take your tapes directly to Brown.
Oh, I don't know about that. I mean, sure, he might appreciate my bringing these problems to his attention and reward me for my public service, but then again, they say it's never wise to be the bearer of bad news.
Okay.
Why don't you give me those videotapes? I'll take them to Citizen Brown.
Thanks for offering, son, but I don't want to get you involved. Citizen Brown won't like what he sees on them, and I wouldn't want you to get the brunt of his displeasure, not to mention the displeasure of all the folks on the tapes. Once they find out I recorded them, no, I'm not letting these tapes out of my sight. It's too dangerous.
Alright. I think I'm done talking to him now.
Well, I'll leave you to your snooping.
Supervising, son, supervising.
I'll leave you to it.
Right.
That is the most parent thing that I've ever heard come out of George McFly. I'm sorry, but like, it's just like,
What's my guitar doing out
it's
here?
like Snoop.
Your
They
mother
really do
and
be
I
snooping
convinced
through
you
your
to
shit,
give it
and
up,
then when you
remember?
call them out on it,
Rock
they're
and
just
roll
like, oh, I'm
music
just
is
looking out for your
frowned on
well-being.
by
It's
the
like,
Brown
you shut the
administration,
fuck
and it
up.
sets
It's
a poor
like,
example for all the kids who look up to you as a model of studiousness
Twin Pine
and moral
George and
gravity.
Citizen Brown
And
George would
besides,
probably go through
you're not
Marty's
very good.
diary or something.
oh yeah, they would fully just
Come
read
on,
his
Dad.
journal.
I need that guitar.
Give me one good reason why
God,
I
I
should give
hate
it
it.
back to
My
you.
parents used to do that, where
Because
they just like read through my journal, and then I stopped keeping one,
certain
and they were
girl
just
is
like,
only
why
gonna like
why
me
don't
if
you
I
keep
can
one
play the
anymore? I'm just like,
guitar.
cause you guys keep fucking
Certain
reading
girl.
it.
You don't
It's
mean...
private!
Jennifer.
Oh, Martin. Why are you fixated on that little
Literally like a
hellion?
fucking,
She's
like,
nothing but trouble.
Yeah.
The like stereotype
My
of
kinda
like
trouble.
the 12-year-old
And
girl on
besides,
teen
the way
movies
you play
who are
guitar,
just like,
you're
Mom,
only
Dad,
gonna
stop
drive her
reading my
further
diary.
Go ahead, son. Do your worst.
Thanks, Dad.
Hey, Demerit. Hey, what's
Okay.
what? Insufficiently polished shoes. Good day, citizen.
I hate the tank controls. I know I've said that a
Oh
lot.
my god, I hate that animation. Marty was really just like floating in space for a second.
Wait, I did not see it.
Like go back to the driveway. Go back into the driveway and then walk towards the camera.
The perfect
Walk
place
towards
for
no, not like towards the camera.
wasn't
and
enough
just
irony in your voice, was it?
Forward. Hold on. We're struggling. He's really just like floating in space.
He really is. He just be walking.
He do be walking though.
He do be walking though.
Why does he walk so weirdly? Like that's another thing.
I don't
What the
know.
fuck is your walk? Marty, do you need a back brace? Like,
He's just walking. Okay.
Louise and I, when we walk.
Me and the boys when we walk. Okay.
Not
Mom?
anymore, now we be walking alone.
We'd be walking 6 feet apart.
With our masks on.
So what's up with Dad?
Ugh, indeed. What is up with him?
That setup in his garage is pretty intense.
That's not the word I'd use. More
picked
like
the wrong
creepy.
dialogue.
I heard that.
Oh.
Mom, are you drinking again?
Don't be silly, dear. Booze is illegal, you know.
Yeah, Mom. It's just that Dad mentioned.
Your father. Why, I just can't get away from his prying eyes. Always spying, always watching. You mind your own business, George.
Now, Lorraine, this is for your own good.
I
I know
hate
you're keeping a secret
George's
from me.
dialogue in this
It's
episode.
mine
I'm
to
sorry. Like, every time he says,
Mom,
like,
knock it off,
and
you
that
two.
Gaslighty.
condescending.
Now, so gaslighty.
Here, young man. This is an adult matter between your mother and me.
Ugh, I
Dad,
wanna
I know,
punch
but your
him.
way isn't working. You gotta give her some
If
space
I was Marty,
here.
I would take a rock and
Where'd
fucking
she
just
go?
smash it
Mom?
against that, like, surveillance camera. I'd be so pissed off.
Uh-huh.
Like,
I knew it. What is that in your hand? Rum? Gin? A wine cooler?
For your information, it's brass cleaner. I have a job to do here, you know.
Yeah, George, leave her
Lorraine.
alone.
No.
Lorraine, I'm just trying to look out for you. You know the kind of trouble we can get in.
Yeet. Yeet again.
He'd be yeeting.
What happened? What the heck am I looking at?
Yes.
How does it work? Is there like a hinge in the statue?
I guess? I don't know.
Because aren't statues just like solid?
Yeah, usually. But
We found
Mom,
another
now that
plot
Dad
hole.
isn't watching.
Oh, Martin.
what purpose would a
is that a
spinning
flask,
hand
Mom?
have?
Flask? Don't be ridiculous.
Look, it's okay, Mom. Get a hold of yourself.
Maybe it's like a trap to
Oh,
lure
your
kids into getting
father's right.
demerits.
I'm
That seems like it would
backsliding.
happen in this town.
But it's been
Perhaps.
so hard, what with your brother and sister leaving, and then your father getting obsessed with his monitors, and
Let me take care of the flask. Dad doesn't have to know anything about it.
Oh, thank you, sweetheart. I couldn't bear the thought of facing your father over this.
The game models are just so stiff and like void
They're
of
just
emotion.
awkward. They really... You know what movie they remind me of?
What?
This timeline sucks.
Have you ever seen Food
Mom
Fight?
and Dad are fighting
Yes.
again.
Well,
Mom's
I've
drinking.
seen
It's like
I've seen
everything
what I
Doc and
had
ever did
to
fix
see
things
of
is
Food
falling
Fight.
apart. Time to get some attention.
Yeah, see, the game models are kind of like Food Fight, in that they're so stiff and faces don't do what they're supposed to do, and it's just bad.
I've only seen Christopher Lloyd's parts in Food Fight.
Oh, Christopher Lloyd's parts are so awkward.
He sounds like he had a lot of fun recording his lines though.
Oh, I would have so much fun recording Mr. Clipboard, but at the same time, wait, why do... I hate that I can just remember Food Fight character lore, but like... Why do I remember their names? I hate myself.
Okay.
You're
Welcome
an
to
expert in
Soup Mo,
Food
where
Fight
soup
lore.
Is just... Oh, it's you.
I'm gonna write the
This
Food Fight
better
lore
be
wiki.
important, McFly.
Right,
Leech,
Food Fight
is that Jennifer?
fanfiction.
Well, A, it's
Oh,
none
God.
of your business, and B, seeing
I
as she
have
ain't your
seen,
chick
like,
no more, yeah.
Horrid, like,
Okay,
foot fetish
now this
art of
timeline
the,
is
of the main
really
character, the
pissing me
dog.
off.
Of course there is.
Yeah, the one that Charlie Sheen plays. What the
Yeah.
Dex Dog Detective, that's his name.
Yeah.
I hate... That's also just a really awkward name.
Dex Dog Detective. What's the pun there even? There's not even a pun there.
He's a detective and he's a dog.
Yeah, but that's not even like a pun. Cause like it's
Are you expecting Food Fight to be a good movie?
yes, actually I am. Oh man. So, did you know that Leech is also voiced by AJ Lukascio?
Oh my god, he has the range.
It's just Marty arguing with himself.
Listen, this is that scene in part 2 where Michael J. Fox is like 75% of the cast.
Yes. Although Leech was supposed to be Needles, but then they ran out of budget, so they just like made up a whole new character.
Did they like not have the budget to get the rights to Needles? Who
Or-
shows up like twice?
I guess they couldn't like pay to use Flea's likeness, so I don't know. The wiki just says that they ran out of budget, so they just made Leech out of nowhere.
Yeah, he did really remind me of Needles. Like the first time
Where
I
are
played
the
this,
free
I'm like, is this
samples?
supposed to be Needles?
Here,
Yeah.
I keep him behind
It
the
makes
counter.
more sense with Needles, because like at least we know who he is. Leech is just out of nowhere, but
Yeah,
I love that
they're
they
introducing
If you
a whole new
puke, you're
character to the
cleaning it
canon,
up.
and it's just like, who the fuck are you?
I can't finish this.
Not my
Which
problem.
kind of throws it off, narratively speaking.
Why
But
are the
also just the
samples
thought of
behind the
Jen
counter?
getting with
I
Needles
can't
is
leave them
too
out,
much.
dude. There's a DOG
That's how
running
you know
around
that this
town, and he
timeline's
keeps
messed
going
up.
after the sample tray, knocking them all over the ground.
Jennifer's
A
with the
dog.
rat
There's
that
a
isn't
forbidden
Marty.
shit.
Samples
you?
haven't been on the ground, have they?
Jeez,
Oh, yeah,
McFly,
Jennifer-
relax. They're
Jennifer
fresh.
or Marty getting together with
Mostly.
anyone who are not each other is so awkward.
Cause like that's not how it's supposed to be. Okay, I'm done.
See ya.
I do
Smell
love
you
how they
later.
did that in Back to the Future, though, about like how like he's just already in a loving relationship, and they're just like really
Hey,
mutually
there's
respectful.
that
And it's just
mangy.
like it's nice.
Yes.
It's a nice change of pace.
Yeah.
Huh. Go
Like,
get him, McFly.
he doesn't have to worry about getting the girl because he already has the girl, and he loves her.
Yeah, and there's no like weird romantic subplots that take away from the like rest of the story because it's already there, and it's already kind of taken as a given.
Yeah. Well, there is the whole Lorraine trying to get with Marty, but
Oh god, that's bad though. That's supposed to be bad though.
yeah, it's supposed to be awkward and bad.
Did they think
It
that
would
would
look
be
better
funny
blue.
in the 80s? I need to
I
need to
guess.
ask that
I don't
question.
know. Well, like, raunchy teen comedies were all the rage, but the screenplay got rejected from like almost all of the studios that they pitched it to, because it wasn't raunchy enough. The only one.
Oh, what? Hold on.
Yeah,
Hold on.
yeah, it wasn't raunchy enough.
I would have thought that. I would have thought it got rejected because his mom came on to him.
No, the only studio that rejected it for that reason was Disney.
Oh my god. What were Universal on then? Like, that they just like saw the
Now we're in
script and they're just
business.
like, yeah.
Oh, like, if memory serves correctly, Steven Spielberg, he read the screenplay and like, no, guys, this is a really good story when you, like, really think about it. I believe in this project. Let's fund it.
That's like Steven Spielberg's bread and butter though. He
I
does
was
like
smart of
weird,
you, didn't
like, awkward. He
don't
does
be like
stories
that,
that
Einie.
kind of don't make sense if you just say what they're about out loud.
Yeah.
But they like really work when it's him.
Look,
Yeah,
Annie, I've
yeah.
got a treat for you. Attaboy. Now hold still.
It's like try explaining the plot of Close Encounters to someone and just
See,
watch how they
I'm not
react.
such a bad
Like-
guy, right? Whoa, okay. I guess I've won you over. I wish they were all this easy.
Well, Jennifer's not a dog, Marty.
There's your first
What
mistake,
is it, boy?
Marty. You need to make her feel held.
Einstein, wait! No! No!
Has A+ acting.
Rabies! Rabies! Help!
Back.
No, Marty has
Down.
rabies.
Shit. Play dead.
Yeah, that's your
Officer
fucking
Parker,
Discord icon.
kill
Is Marty
that
with
beast at
in front of the
once.
rabies flag.
Sit!
Einstein,
Rabiosexual
if he
Marty.
bites me, you'll be in a world of trouble,
Oh god, that's a
citizen.
bad ad. Okay, is this the same Marty who has a Miku binder?
Wait,
Yes.
I know that creature.
Oh,
Officer
no.
Parker, that's the stray that keeps escaping the kennel. I thought he was muzzled.
I took the muzzle off.
You what?
That's right, he's my dog now.
Citizen, you are in violation of Statute
I hate
357K.
Marty, you cannot look
Parker,
intimidating. I'm sorry, you're like
demerit
2
this
feet tall.
hooligan at
That's why he
once.
wears the
I'll
bright orange
return this
vest to signify that
creature to
he's
the kennel.
poisonous.
Yes, ma'am.
Filthy, wretched beasts.
Don't worry, Einie. Once I fix all this, you'll be
I thought
back
that was
with
to
Doc and
signify that
romping
he's
through
bisexual.
time.
Stay out of trouble.
Oh, that too.
Unless you want a visit from Citizen Brown.
Alright. I will go.
I really do be looking like Marty's.
I really do.
Like, quarantine hair is Marty McFly chic.
My hair looks like Lorraine's at the beginning of part 1.
Oh.
Do I do this first?
I think you have to challenge Leech to a duel first.
Check this out.
What?
Oh.
You swiped your big brother's guitar? Is that supposed to impress me?
It's not my brother's, it's mine.
Yeah, sure. And you'd play it for me, only you don't have an amp.
Oh, yeah, that's right.
Pathetic.
0 brain cells.
What is it now?
You and Leech, Jennifer?
Hey, don't badmouth Leech. There's a lot more to him than soup, you know.
You know.
Like what?
For one thing, he wields an axe like nobody's business.
So you got yourself a new guitar player.
What can I say? I'm a girl who appreciates a hot lick.
How did that make
Yeah,
it in?
I remember. Come on, Jennifer. Nobody
Thing
in
is,
town plays
Hot
guitar
lick
like
is
me.
also like
I'm talking
guitar slang for
electric
just like
guitar,
riff.
Martin.
Yeah.
I'm gonna be honest, the
But
ukulele
yeah,
has
that's
to
a
go.
double entendre if I ever saw one.
I can outplay your loser boyfriend any day of the week.
You're that desperate to get to first base.
Did you say first or fourth?
I'd give you 2.5.
I'd make it in.
But first you gotta prove you've got better fingers than Leech. You ready to throw down?
I was born
This
with 'em.
whole
You got a guitar?
sequence is
Never
so
be home without
horny.
Hold on.
Did Jennifer just say that first he has to prove that he has better fingers
You
than
can
me?
knock
He's
on
Yeah.
my
fucking
door
screaming.
anytime.
Yep,
Hold it, we
yep,
got
she did say
company.
that.
McFly, what's that
How
was
did
doing
this
here?
whole scene
He
make it
says he
into
can
this like
outplay you.
fucking kids
I told
game?
him,
I'm
there's no one
sorry.
in Hill Valley better than you. You wanna go prove it?
The Ring of Rock?
Don't crush him too bad. Just
I
teach
hate
him
that
a
animation.
lesson.
He just pulls it out of nowhere. Everyone has an inventory. Okay.
Scissor kick first.
Last time I played this game, Leech, he walked up and down the platform like 5 times. Like, it just kept walking off the platform whenever I walked up there. It was so annoying.
Sometimes you gotta.
And I swear, if he does it again, I'm going to kill him. I'm gonna actually kill him.
Just reach through the screen and just strangle him.
I'm gonna kill him! I don't know how long we're gonna be here.
This is what'll cost you the speedrun and when you try to do it. It's gonna be fucking Leech.
I'm gonna kill him. I'm gonna kill him.
Jennifer doing?
She's just vibing, honestly. Thank you!
Huh?
Martin McFly. That was
Scene
totally
like costs
awesome.
people the speedrun record
What can I
because it's
say?
like it's
Some
so
guys got
randomized.
it and some guys don't.
That is if there was a more
My
com-
laptop's
My
hot.
head's
Oh,
stuck.
get it?
I
Cool.
think I've got a new idol. Come here.
She running hot.
Wait, I got a
She's
better
spicy.
idea. What was it you called me? A square?
A girl's entitled to make a
What was I gonna
mistake,
say?
isn't she?
Oh yeah. There are only 2 entries for this game on speedrun.com, so if there was a more competitive scene, then yeah, that would cost people some runs. But unfortunately, there's just 2 entries.
Hooliganism! Delinquency! Officer Parker! I just caught these 2 degenerates violating statute number
Jennifer,
Daddy!
476D.
open mouths?
And tongues.
You've gone
You don't
too
know
far,
that.
Jennifer.
What's the big deal? It's only hormones.
And like I'm sorry, Edna, were you looking?
She was like,
in this
she's
town.
like, they're breaking
I'll
the
deal with you
rules,
later.
but I want to see.
We're gonna have to have a long talk about the
I
Citizen
have to make sure
Plus
that they're using
program.
tongues.
What?
Oh, come on.
Officer, give Mr. McFly
Also,
a
why does she have a British
476D's
accent all
worth
of a sudden?
demerits. I'll tend to your wayward
Yes,
daughter.
ma'am.
I think it's supposed to be an old
And this
like
is
a
for getting my daughter in
geriatric
trouble
accent, if
with
that's even a
Citizen
thing,
Edna.
But like
Now keep out of trouble, or Citizen
It just
Brown
comes
will
off as
come down
British.
on you like a brick wall.
Alright, now I gotta go get...
you have the flask, I think.
Yeah, I gotta go get patted down.
Go channel your inner TSA.
Hands up, citizen. Assume the position.
Here goes nothing.
I'm an American.
There better be apple juice in this.
Why don't you open it and find out?
Don't get smart with me.
I wish there was an option
I
to just
knew you were no
curb
good,
stomp
McFly.
the
Officer
cops.
Parker, what seems to be the problem
Honestly, yeah. Marty's a bit of
Citizen
an ACAB
McFly,
icon
man.
in this
Came
episode.
strolling up with a
is.
181B violation in his pocket.
And we love to see it.
Ugh. You, young citizen, Where did you get that?
If Marty wasn't held
that
back by a PG rating, he
booze?
would herb stop cops.
Nowhere?
He would.
Is he being smart with me?
Honestly,
Yeah,
Marty with an R rating
played
is
that
too
attitude
powerful.
on me as
They
well.
had to nerf him.
Can we just fast forward the lecture and just get this over with already? No. Officer,
That's just
demerit
Hell Valley
him
Marty.
severely. And as for the
Hell
alcohol,
Valley Marty is Marty
drop
with
it
an R
into the
rating.
recycling bin.
With pleasure,
He's a
man.
Marty who can say fuck more than once.
He can say it all he wants.
Now, keep your nose clean, or you'll find yourself in front of Citizen Brown.
McFly!
Hey, Jennifer. Are you still angry with me?
Angry? Nah. The threat of being Citizen Plussed was worth it just to see my dad's veins go all purple like that.
Great, because I gotta go.
Geez, Martin, what's gotten into you? Booze, dogs, necking in public? It's like you're a different guy today. A way
I
cooler
don't
guy.
like
I know
Marty's
this is gonna be hard
default
to believe,
face.
but I'm the same guy I've always been. It's everyone
I
else
also
who's
didn't
messed
like
up.
that angle.
And
This
stop
is a
calling
bad
me
angle.
Martin. It's Marty.
Well, Marty, what's next on the agenda?
And her hands are
Knocking
like
over
clipping
banks?
into his like neck.
What's a guy gotta do to get in trouble
some
around
some
here?
of these could really benefit from being pre-rendered
I think you're about to find
cutscenes
out.
instead of
You,
like
citizen.
using the actual
Get out of
game
here, Jen.
models.
Not a problem.
Are you Martin Seamus McFly?
Like if it was more cinematic,
Yes?
it would
We
have
have
been
a warrant
fine
for
if
your
it, like,
detention.
if you use the game model for
Detention?
the actual
You've accrued
gameplay,
over
but then like pre-rendered all
15,000
the
demerits
cutscenes,
in
it
the
would have been
past
better.
24 hours.
Yeah, that would have been
Cool.
so much better.
Is it, young Mr. McFly?
But then again, this game is like
being branded as
60%
a criminal
cutscene,
of
so
weak
Yeah.
moral character cool?
I'm not weak.
But you are in a heap of trouble.
Trouble?
Oh my, yes. But don't worry.
Also,
we're here
another
to
like
take care
assertion
of
of Edna's
your
power.
Citizen
She's
Plus
the
program
only
took care
one
of Biff?
that isn't
Perhaps.
wearing
The program
like a polo
is
shirt
in
that
need
isn't
of
like
new
police.
volunteers.
Because even Doc is
But
wearing
let's not get
the
ahead of
orange polo
ourselves.
shirt under his
First,
like white
let's
coat.
see what Citizen
we see
Brown
him-
Oh,
has
shit,
to
I didn't
say
even
about
notice
your
that before.
particular
She's
strain
like
of
wearing her own
antisocial
Lucille
behavior.
Bluth outfit.
You're taking me to Citizen Brown?
Immediately.
oh, she fucking is Lucille
Officers,
Blue.
away with him.
Yes,
Yes,
ma'am.
Oh my gosh, she's just Lucille
It's
Blue.
about time.
I love all my citizens
I
equally.
always knew your
I don't
goody
care for
two-shoes
Martin.
A+
I don't care
student
for
act was too good to
Martin.
be true.
We really just hive mind on that one.
PSA to all the viewers out there, go watch Arrested Development. It's great.
Oh, I've seen, I'm like halfway through season 4.
Oh,
So-
word. I think halfway through season
Oh,
3.
this scene messes me up every time.
Oh,
Oh, this scene messes me up. This is also where your chameleon voice like,
Yeah.
George, Mother Lorraine,
Yeah.
President of the Junior Brown Brigade, recipient of a full-ride scholarship to Strickland College, winner of the Courthouse Challenge Deportment Award, 0 demerits until this morning.
wait.
The
What is
obvious
the
question
Courthouse
is,
Challenge Deportment
is,
Award? Do you like get an award for deporting
What
people?
happened to
What?
you?
I want to know more about that. Hold on.
I mean,
Jesus Christ,
Trump
Doc,
and
what happened
Obama
to
are
you?
quaking.
Interesting. You regard me as a doctor, indicating awareness that you're suffering from some variety of mental disorder.
I think I just pissed off
That's an awful
everyone.
sign, Mark.
Everyone is angry in the comments.
Of course, I'm not actually a doctor, but I do have the tools to turn you around and put you back on the road to societal normalization. Shall we begin with a few questions to establish a baseline?
Forget questions. You're the one who needs to turn around.
Explain.
Go with this.
He says
What
that
you've
he's
turned
his best
into, it's
friend.
all wrong. You're supposed to be a scientist, an inventor. You created the flux capacitor, and we went on all these crazy adventures in time, and your hair, you don't look good, Doc.
So you believe this interview is really more
Me and
about
Marty.
me than you?
Yes,
You went to all this trouble just to deliver a message to me in person?
yes,
A cry for help, as it were.
yes. No, wait.
Tell me, Martin, is your mother on the sauce again?
Forget my mother. She's not the issue here.
Don't ever forget your mother, Martin. Your parents are your superiors, and respect for one's superiors is absolutely
It's
essential to
so
the Hill Valley
manipulative.
Order. I'm surprised your father hasn't set you straight on this
So
point. He's
gaslighting.
shown himself.
This
to
is
be
very much like that
obedient
propaganda
and
that was like
cooperative
went
citizen.
around during, I think, the 50s, when they're just like, oh, a strong country is made out of strong families.
Yeah.
I mean, that's what that reminds me of.
Yeah. It's like, I want to know more about like the, like, how they came into power. Like, you know, how the Biff to the Future comics go over how Biff got so powerful. I want like just something to show how Doc and Edna got to be this way.
But they do have a comics version of these games, but like
Yeah,
don't
but they're
actually
just
say how they.
They're just adaptations of like what happens with a few changes.